all girls go through this.
Do y'all prefer y'all women tall or short?
Short.
Why?
Short all the way. Cause like I'm short, so I don't want no tall girl to like lean up and kiss, and her to pick me up to go up like to find some shit. Like I'm not with that.
POV, you're tall. Bought a bunch of pants. Helpful. What I ordered. What I got. What I ordered. What I got. Ordered. Seriously.
As we all know, beauty plays such a crucial role in today's society. How you look naturally or unnaturally can determine your success and the path you're on for the rest of your life. While looking for a romantic partner, most guys tend to look for someone with gorgeous hair, really cute eyes, or an awesome personality, if they even care about personality. But there's one attribute that seems almost all guys and girls are obsessed with, and that is height. In fact, not only are they obsessed with height, people in general are just so obsessed with the tallness or shortness of your body. For some people that plays in their advantage, but for some, height could be the reason your life sucks.
Okay, so do you guys prefer tall girls or short girls?
Short girls. Yeah, short girls, because like, I don't know, I don't want them to be in heels and towering over me.
A princess too.
What kind of a princess are you?
Do you have magic hair? No.
Magic hands?
No.
Do animals talk to you?
No.
Were you poisoned?
No.
Cursed?
No.
Kidnapped or enslaved?
No. Are you guys okay? Should I call the police?
Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here and thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. What? I am so glad that you guys are here. I'm so glad we can come together as like a community and create a space where we talk about the things that we're all going through and the things that are just really screwed up about society, and just share each other's stories and have fun while doing it and things like that. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for each week clicking on my video. Making these videos are everything to me. This is truly my calling, and every single time I create a video, it just makes my heart so happy because I'm talking about things that I love to talk about and things that need to be discussed in society. One of the best parts of being a YouTuber is reading your guys' comments. They always make my day. I love when you guys share your stories. Of course, like, it wouldn't be possible without you guys. I don't know like who's behind, you know, the screen. I don't know who has subscribed or not. I think that to all the people who click subscribe, we all have one thing in common, which is we all see that society isn't perfect and there's much that needs to be done. There's much that needs to be talked about still. I'm not Superwoman. I'm not trying to change the world or anything like that. I'm just trying to provide a different perspective and just share things that, like I said, we all go through, and I love sharing it through video form and like an aesthetic feminine way, if that makes sense. Thank you guys again. Sorry for interrupting the video. I just wanted to, you know, put that out there. So here's to 10,000, and I can't wait until we reach the next 10,000. All right. Bye guys. It is impossible to escape today's beauty standards. You could even be the type to reject the current day social norms and choose to love everyone for how they are, but even then, that doesn't guarantee that you'll be treated the same. Every single one of my video topics I've done have been over things that I've struggled with for years, and this video is no exception. Height has always been a really big issue in my life. Growing up, I just so happened to be the tall girl, and I kind of always felt like an outcast because all the girls in my group or my class would always, you know, have their little friend cliques and groups, and then literally I would walk over there and I would be hovering over everyone, and it just was extremely embarrassing, and it just never worked out. And for reference, I am 5'8" and the average height of a woman is 5'3", so because I was such an outlier, I naturally felt really insecure. And over the years, I would see and watch so many videos where so many guys were like, well, I hate tall girls and I only like short girls because they're beautiful, and tall girls are just a major turnoff. Height plays such a significant role in relationships. In 2005, there was a study done, and the study found that women who were 6'3" received 40% less messages from guys than women who were 5'3". And there have been like so many other different polls and, you know, researches regarding men's view of a height for a woman.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, hey, Romero.
For the app.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you too. Oh. I'm sorry, I have to go. I'll see ya.
And most guys end up saying that they want a shorter girl because they feel like they can protect them and dominate them more. And if a guy is with a shorter girl, it feels like they feel more manly and it boosts their ego. They tend to find women more approachable and sweet the shorter they are, and just overall more feminine.
Guys like to feel empowered. The best way to do that is to be around somebody who's a lot smaller than him. Men have that thing about being roar, being manly, and we exactly can't be manly with a woman that's actually bigger than us. It gives us a little, inferiority complex there.
Short girls, man, you already know, because tall girls make you feel intimidated, bro. You in the supermarket, trying to get something on a high shelf, she reach for it.
Do you prefer tall girls or short girls?
I like short girls.
What's the reason?
Just because, tall girls, they're more like dominant, so short girls, you could just, like flip them around like this.
And honestly, I understand. I understand that most men want to feel like they can protect their woman and be, the dominant one in their relationship. But at the same time, I think that honestly, a lot of men are just insecure with how they look and their height, and they project their feelings onto a lot of women in regards to their height as well. It just is really sad. Like, really? You think a woman is more feminine the shorter she is? Something I'm noticing about society is that people label women feminine and men masculine based on their outward appearance and just how they look. Like if a woman is wearing a dress and the color pink, which literally that has nothing to do with anything. Growing up tall and not fitting into the beauty standards is really hard and screws you up in so many ways. This whole situation just reminds me of a movie called Tall Girl, where Jodie, the main character, is like 6'2", and of course being a woman at 6'2" is not fitting into the societal beauty standards, so she was naturally rejected by everyone. I find it so revolting that if a guy is tall, he's sexy and confident, but if a woman is tall, it's weird and disgusting. I find it so sad that people base love off of how, tall and short they are rather than what their personality is. You would think living in modern day society, people would start to realize that we should be accepting everyone of all shapes and sizes, but no, this is something that we as a society have been struggling with for years. Actors Tom Holland and Zendaya received so much hate regarding their relationship because Zendaya is taller than Tom Holland. Tom Holland is the guy that starred in the newer versions of Spider-Man, and Zendaya played MJ, and she was also the main character in a show called Euphoria, and they've just been getting so much backlash.
In Far From Home, when MJ and Peter kiss, and Zendaya, you're taller than Tom, and it became this thing, and I thought,
well, I'm not that much taller. Let's just put this out there. Maybe like an inch or two at best. It's not like people say like how did you guys kiss? It must have been so difficult.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm always fascinated by, because it's such a misogynistic thing that like, oh my God, the woman, and it is so problematic.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Right, it's like not a weird thing for women to be tall. Like
no, yeah, and I remember when we were doing the Spider-Man screen test, but every girl that we tested for both roles was taller than me.
Don't let society tell you what you can't be.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I honestly never thought of it as a thing.
Right.
My parents were always that way, so I didn't know that people cared.
Really? How is she gonna kiss him? That is so sad and stupid. The constant problem I'm seeing here is women, including myself, are feeling insecure just because, the man is not secure within himself and is projecting those feelings in the romantic relationship. Tall women just have to deal with so many more, constraints because they don't fit into the beauty standards and they are the minority. Even with things like shopping for jeans and shirts is such a struggle because the shirts I wear aren't long enough because of my torso, and whenever I try on jeans, they're almost always high waters because I'm so tall, but if I size up, then they're baggy. And I also know a lot of, extremely short girls who have the same problems regarding clothing. It's just like if you don't fall into the average, standard, life is just so much more harder for you. When I was younger, I would always look up the requirements to be a Disney princess and to work at, you know, Disney World or Disneyland because I was obsessed with Disney. And in every single height requirement for the Disney princesses, you could not be over like 5'4" or 5'3". And that honestly hurt my feelings so bad because I truly just felt ugly, and like no matter what I did, I couldn't change and can't change how, you know, tall I am. Now, outside of heterosexual relationships and regular clothing, I see it flip the other way around, where if you're not a tall girl, then you're equally judged and not given as many opportunities as a taller person would have. The best example would be in the modeling industry. I've seen so many model requirements, and the minimum height you have to be is 5'8". And I think it has to do with, you know, the taller you are, the better people can see your clothing you're wearing and things like that. But I honestly think model clothing would be more accessible and more popular if models were actually like the average height, because people could see them wearing the clothing and therefore probably buy it because they can see themselves in whatever the model is displaying. Because those runway model clothing are only made for like sickly thin tall models. This is why so many models, you know, live such a horrid lifestyle, and why most are so underweight, because of the standards they have to live up to. But if that's your, you know, dream job, then what other choice do you have? It's just another one of those cases where if you don't fit into the standards of society, you're labeled as weird, undesirable, ugly, not feminine or masculine enough. When are we going to be enough? And why are we not enough? And obviously now that I, you know, am grown, I see that I was brainwashed by society, and I'm comfortable in my height and I actually love it. I've embraced the person who I am inside and out, and I think that's one of the qualities that makes me more beautiful. And like I always say, our goal should be to reject the social norms and to love ourselves for how we are, regardless of what's in the beauty standards or what makes you more attractive based on what society deems it as. Because if you live your life trying to fit into the beauty standards, you're never going to be satisfied, because there are so many trends and just unrealistic things that we have to live up to as a whole to be accepted. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week for my next video. Bye guys.